Hello, creative people! It's Sherry with Dragon Wagon Studio. Thank you for joining me today in this festive video. Today I'm going to be making some Christmas snowflake ornament, and I'm going to be adding some pretty cool textures to them once I'm done pouring. So I got my little snowflake molds here. They're pretty standard. I think I got these off Temu, pretty sure. A lot of people have used these in previous videos on YouTube, so they're quite popular, these molds. And they're super gorgeous. They look really great, and there's a million ways you can do these. So I have my resin waiting for me in my vacuum chamber. But first, now's that time in the video to hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate everybody that likes, comments, subscribes, and helps me grow my channel. You can also buy me a coffee at www.dragonwagonstudio.ca to help support my channel and keep bringing these lovely videos to you all. I love sharing all my professionalism and wisdom with you, and I hope that you get inspired by my projects and get some great feedback and tips and tricks to help you become the best artist that you can be. Thank you all so much. Give you a little load on what my plan is here. I'm going to use some alcohol pigments. I'm going to Pearl, Silver, and Baja Blue by Pinata. So we're going to play around with a little bit of that. I got some little glitters. You probably won't be able to see this very well, but this one's little tiny crystal shards. Kind of like snow. This one is your just string ones. And these ones are little circles. They look like little tiny sequins. So I'll be playing around with some of those. And then I also have some color glitter that I'm going to be using as well. And all these little glitters are just from the dollar store. I don't have to go out and buy overpriced fancy stuff. But when you're picking out glitters for resin projects, just keep in mind that the finer they are, the lighter they are. So if you don't want a lot of your glitters sinking to the bottom of your mold, go for a finer glitter so that's not so heavy and sinking. Anyway, let's get my resin and we will get making these super sparkly. Alright, I mixed up 200 mils. I don't know if that's enough. I forgot to measure these. So I might only end up making 3. We'll see how much I use in this first guy here. If anybody's wondering what this mat is, it's a heat mat to cure my resin significantly faster. I did do a product demonstration on this. If you guys want to check that out, I will have the link in the description. Now I kind of want to try and do kind of somewhat of a gradient effect. I want like darker in the middle and then kind of fade out into just clear. Let's play with some color first and make this a little fun. Get some blue. 3 drops in. I want very, very translucent. So that's looking very, very nice. I'm not worried about bubbles because I have a heat pad, and that is a huge win and game changer. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that, and now I'll add in some of these blue sparkles. And I want a ton. I want these like so glittery. A ton of these. Oh, that's pretty. Love it. I swear to God, I'm part crow. I love sparkly stuff. Alright, let's take and use. Let's go these little snow ones. Where's that one? I'm going to go with these little snow crystal shards in this one and see what happens with these. Now I'm thinking about it, this is basically just a tutorial on testing out sparkles. I can barely see them, but you will when that Christmas tree lights are on it. And leaving some clear if you have colored lights. Crystals that aren't colored take on colored lights, so whatever color your lights are, the crystals will take that on. So I'm going to use a blue in the middle and then the clear on the edges. Oh yeah, that's really neat. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it does look like crystallized snow in there with this. That's really cool looking. Ooh, I'm excited for that one already. That's awesome. Alright, so that's that guy. Let's move Mr. Blue over here just to go chill out. Alright, how much did I use of that? Oh, I might have enough. That was about 60. I might be short on the third one. We'll see what I got left here. Alright, next one. Let's go into purple sparkles. I'm going to reuse this one. I'm just going to use clear. Let's do a silver guy. Oh, there we go. We're coming. We're coming. Ball's in the way. There we go. There's the silver. Let's get some silver sparklies. Silver sparklies. Like a ton of them. There we go. That's pretty. It almost reminds me of like the really gaudy silver clothes that you've seen in the 80s. They're just so outrageously shiny. Like super gaudy. Love it. Alright, let's go and try like little lines almost. Glitter sticks. We'll call them glitter sticks. Look, see? I'm going to start with the clear this time. I might incorporate a little bit of that blue in with the silver. That might be nice. I'll just do a little clear face. Ooh, I'm gonna overfill it. Okay, cut off there. Neat, neat, neat. I hope I get a lot of depth with that color in there. Woo. Love it. Alright, next guy. What do we want to do here? Well, we got some of this pearl. Use the rest of that with this, so I'll put a little more of that in there. I'm gonna do pearl in this one. It's white with mica powder in it, but it's not like the Blanco Blanco or like titanium white. So we should still get some translucence in it. There we go. It's incredibly hard to see, but it's there. With that one, we'll do the little sequence ones. There we go. You can see that nice little off-white shimmer with the mica powder mixed in there. Beautiful. I know you guys probably can't see it, but it's there. It looks cool, trust me. Alright, we'll fill this all up in the middle. Alright, so a little bit of that after. Then we'll reuse this with a little bit of blue. Just a little tiny drop. Just a little hue of it, the blue one. And then I'm going to add some purple sparkles, because I want to use these purple ones. Got a bunch of those in there. Well, other sparkles are still in there too. There's like a purpley blue. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay. Now my idea for this one, I'm going to go on the edges and kind of have it bleed in the middle. We'll see how that pans out. Oh, I got enough for one more. I do. I'll just have to use everything that I've already been using. I'll have to do a little bit of a mix. Alright, well I guess this one, we'll just use a little bit of everything here. Let's do, oh, that's too big. I'm gonna do like a ring pour. Let's go. Let's see what this does. Alright. Wow. That's pretty cosmic-y looking. I love it. And I have some left. Alright guys, so I'll let this cure. I'm going to turn my heat pad on now, and in about 4 hours this will be dry, and then I'm showing you what I'm going to do next, because we're going to add some real snow texture and just elevate these to the next step. We're not going to leave them like this. Alright guys, it is super late, it's like midnight, but I will not be able to sleep until I demold these and see what they look like. They look so cool on this side, so I am ready to rip these apart. Add that little bit of extra resin, and we poured it, or I poured it into this crystal mold I have. Did that one off camera, so a little surprise for you. That was all my extra resin all mixed in there. Alright, which one first? Well, we did this guy first, so let's do little blue. And this resin mat cured it in 4 hours. This thing is awesome. This is 12-hour curing resin. So awesome. Oh, wow. That is so pretty. And we're not even done with these yet. This is just part 1. We're going to add a little more texture to that in the next step. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. God, that's so pretty. Okay, next. So I can go to bed. So sparkly. They're going to look so amazing on the tree with lights reflecting off of them. All right, wow. So not too much difference. This one's a lot more dark blue in the middle, and then it kind of fades out. This one is pretty much the same throughout. So all that clear resin stayed mostly on this side, and all the blue on this side. But you got some faded out in these little points here, so that's cool. That'll look good with some extra little crystallized frost or snow or something. Oh, that one was the mixed one. Let's do the purple one first. Looks so pretty on this side. You can definitely see that crystallized snow sparkle I got in there. It really looks like crystallized snow. It's really cool. And then, ooh! Then we got all the sequins in this one. So all the lights reflecting off those. Those purple sparkles, beautiful. And then you got the little hint of blue on the back, just to darken up that sparkle a little bit. That's really cool. I like how that turned out. That's really pretty. Amazing. I love these. These are so fun. Ooh-wee. Oh, I like that. Wow, that's really pretty. I really like all the different colors coming through there. And then, yeah, you just get little subtle hints of that silver and the blue. Awesome. I love these. These are really great. They're so pretty. No wonder every resin artist has the same mold. Cute. All right, so oh, wait, I forgot. Let's pull this guy out. Let's see how my crystals did. Oh, awesome. Reminds me of amethyst a little bit, like if it was more blue. Or quartzy blue. Those are really pretty. Ooh, I like these. Oh, this one's still a little bit soft on the edge here. Put it down, put it down. Wow, that's really pretty. I like how it just fades into the little hints of blue and the little hints of silver and then the purple sparkles. Like, that's really pretty. I love that. That looked really nice with a little light underneath. I do have one. We'll have to play with that, but for now, I'm going to bed, and then we'll spice these guys up and make them a little more snowflakey. Until then. Well, now's that time in the video to hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate everybody that likes, comments, subscribes, and helps me grow my channel. You can also buy me a coffee at www.dragonwagonstudio.ca to help support my channel and keep bringing these lovely videos to you all. I love sharing all my professionalism and wisdom with you, and I hope that you get inspired by my projects and get some great feedback and tips and tricks to help you become the best artist that you can be. Thank you all so much. All right, creative people. We are ready for some crystallized snowy effects. So right now I have some Epsom salts in this. I'm going to do a couple different techniques to give you guys a couple little extra ideas. Just to elevate your ornaments, just a little bit, you know. These are great and all, but we can make them a little better. So Epsom salts and Mod Podge are one way I'm going to add some snowy effects. The other way, I got some artificial snow. It's that time of year, so it's around. And as you can see from the sticker, that's from Dollarama. And then I also have some coarse texture medium that I'm going to try out. And there is two ways I'm going to use these Epsom salts. Another way is to dissolve them in water and then soak your item in there, and then the crystals will adhere to your item. So I'm going to also try that. Alright, first let's do the Mod Podge. I would like to do that one first. So I will be adding a bunch of glitter into my Epsom salts, because you want that extra glitter. These guys are loaded, so we're going to keep along with that theme. I don't really want to use any colored ones. I kind of just want to keep it snow effects. I'm just going to use that whole thing. Said I wanted it glittery. Oh yeah, there we go. The Epsom salts are already nice and shardy like snow. There's extra glitter in there. Because we can. Why not? I'm just trying to find a really soft brush, like the softest brush I can find. This Mod Podge is notorious for leaving streaks, but we'll be okay because we're covering it. There's that lovely smell. All right, who wants the Epsom salt? Ooh. Let's do this guy. With that silver and blue, it kind of came out a little bit dull. We didn't get as much different color variants like we did in this guy. So, see if we can spice them up. I don't know if I like the whole front face frosty like that. I just want to do like the edges a little bit. I think it's just kind of starting to get frosty. A little more like that. But yeah, that's the Mod Podge and Epsom salts. So it dries pretty quickly and you can put on multiple coats. But let me just finish this first one first. There, that's better. There, looks a little frosty. Let that dry. This will dry clear, so it won't be so white. I'll go wash this brush out and we'll get on to the next one. All right, let's try some of this stuff next. I'm gonna need a palette. It's like a stippling type brush. The fart means that's all I need. Ooh, I don't want that hair in there. Never escape my critter hair in this house. All right, need some sparkles for this. It's very, very dull. And this is supposed to be textured, so it'll dry with a texture. How else did they say that? Let's see where that gets us. Here we go. See how it's kind of like a paste? That's not very sparkly for me, though. I think we need more glitter in there. I might have to add some water and just thin it out till it dries. I'm just going to add a little mist of water. It'll evaporate out. It'll just be so I can mix this silver or these sparkles in there and get out whatever the hell that is. Alright, let's try some frostiness on this purpley one. Probably should have scuff this up a bit, since it is an acrylic medium and we're painting on resin. We will be sealing this all in anyways and making it stay on there after we're all done. Alright, let's let that dry over there. I want to put some more sparkles on that. There. See what happens with that. Let's do this blue one. And some of this artificial snow spray. Alright, I don't know how this is going to spray. I'm going to test this out on a piece of paper real quick. One spray got me a blast of snow like that. Okay, let's let that dry. Now the next one is Epsom salts in water. So I think I might try that on this one. So maybe I'll just leave this one plain for now and see what these guys do. So I'm going to go fill this up with water. You want to use distilled water. I forgot that I used my distilled water to fill my batteries, so I don't have any. I'm going to use tap water, but you don't want to use tap water. Tap water has a bunch of minerals in it. Where I live, it's very hard water. There's a lot of calcium, there's a lot of iron, there's a lot of fluoride. That's been increased. But anyway, so that all those little minerals and stuff can, you know, discolor things and change chemical imbalances. So for the demonstration, I'm using tap water, and I'm just going to use hot from the tap. You don't need to boil it. It will dissolve. Just give this a stir. Sure, my salts will dissolve. Most of it's already dissolved. In you go. So we'll start seeing some crystal formations on that as it evaporates. And it's pretty dry in here, so it'll evaporate quite quickly. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this little guy, if we get some crystals on there, or if I'm going to fake it with like the rest of these. I'll keep that guy just as is, so we have a nice reference what they looked like before I went and threw more stuff on them. Okay, guys, we are back. I'm missing somebody here. Oh, there we go. This guy. So yesterday I did go and put a clear coat on these, but some reason it didn't record. My apologies on that, but this is what I use. I have a link in the description. This stuff is the Cadillac of acrylic finishes. It's awesome. It sprays in just a nice fine mist. You don't get any of that globbing, and this is the end result of the clear coat. So it did actually tone down this snow spray quite a bit. I thought I was going to lose it all spraying, and it just disappeared. So you can still see where it didn't get too much on this side here and a little bit there. So that turned out kind of nice, actually. The white was a little too much. It came out really hard and fast. So this one, this was the Liquitex coarse textured medium that we used. I like the chunky wet snow look, just not on this guy. I don't think it turned out that great. It's just a little too chunky for what this is. So, I mean, if you want to use like a wet, thick, globby kind of snow look, like that heavy stuff that comes down, that's like perfect for making snowman. So that's the kind of look you get with that. But all in all, it looks pretty cool. The sparkles came out really nice in it. Just an idea, just more ideas for you guys to, you know, elevate your little ornaments this Christmas. And this one was just the Epsom salts and Mod Podge. This one, I like how it looks, but it still reminds me of rice. Like this whole part in the front here just looks like I poured rice on it. So I think this would have been better with salt. So instead of using Epsom salts, use just regular table salt instead. And you get a lot smaller granules to make that more snowy texture. Because this is looking like I'm going to make some stir fry. And then this one I'm just going to leave plain because I just really like how the different colors are coming through there with a little bit of kind of gradients in that. So, but we did get a win because this guy was not ready to pull out yesterday. He has some crystallization in there, but you couldn't really see it, so he got another day to sit in Epsom salts and water. So I will get some tweezers and we'll see what he looks like. I'll pull him out. All right. So there we go. We got some formations starting. It's very hard to see. There's some crystallization forming on this, so that is working. And the sparkles, even though they floated, they still adhered to the salt like I thought they would. So that's kind of cool. It kind of gives a little bit of a frosty effect on my little crystals here. Try and get that a little closer so you guys can see. But yeah, there's a bunch in there. There's some up on here. I don't really want to touch it because it's wet. I'm just going to let that dry. And then I'll spray a clear coat on that just so the crystals stay, because if you touch it, they're just going to fall off. Right now anyways. The mold I use for these crystals is not a really high gloss mold like these guys. It's actually a bit of a matte, which is better for this kind of application because the salt actually has a little bit of texture to grab into. Not like these where it's just going to slide right off. So, and the last little piece that we need for these guys are some hooks. Oh my, it's like monkeys in the barrel. Some of you probably don't even know what that is. It was a really frustrating game. Like, oh god, it's old. I don't even know when it was first developed. Anyway, so I got these nice little hooks. And then I'll get you guys a nice view of these. Kind of want to hang them in the window, but I don't. It's a really cloudy day because they look really nice under the sun. So that's the little blue all done and clear coat. And this guy was blue and silver together with the Epsom salts and Mod Podge. This guy was the satin look, the pearl with a little bit of blue and the purple glitter. I love how that looks in the back. That's really nice with the glitter and the blue. I like that gradient kind of look. So that turns out really good. I mean, the Columbia's, whatever. Will still look good under the Christmas tree. Or on the Christmas tree, I should say. I don't have a Christmas tree, so I can't actually show you what they would look like on a tree. So I'll have to Photoshop that. And then that's just the regular one. Let me know which one you guys like the best. Which technique would you use, if any? If you got any more things to add, like other things that you have put on these, if you have this mold and you've added extra stuff onto your snowflakes, share it in the comments. Let other people know. Let's spread these good ideas. Everybody's looking for this Christmas stuff right now and art inspiration, so let's give it to them. Well guys, thanks for watching. That concludes the snowflake ornament video. I hope you were inspired to create some really cool looking Christmas ornaments for your holiday season. And as always, stay creative and I'll catch you in the next one.